Hey you guys, welcome. I'm Lawless Grant. If it's your first time here, welcome to my channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back you guys. As you can see, we are celebrating love, you guys. We are celebrating Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day came a little bit early for me because he actually just brought these in and they made me cry. They're so freaking beautiful. And the thought that counts, I absolutely love them. And of course I had to put it in my background because I feel like it goes with the whole love theme. So if you're watching this, I'm actually recording this on Monday the 13th. I'm really hoping that I can get this video up by Valentine's Day. But if not, you guys will see after. I'm just gonna enjoy Valentine's Day with my husband. So yeah, if I don't get it up in time, you guys will see it after, but I hope that you guys do have a loving and enjoyable Valentine's Day. And for today's video, you guys, I'm so excited. I absolutely love Auntie Pat McGrath. So she released a love collection. So she released eyeshadows. She also released these glitter liquid eyeshadow. I think she calls them lust toppers or something like that. Hold on, let me find the correct name. Let me come correct for Auntie Pat. It's called Fetish Eyes Longwear Liquid Eyeshadow. So I did pick up 2 of these. Each of these retails for $29. She released 6 of them. I couldn't get all 6. I had to save my coins, y'all. I can't be giving Auntie Pat all of my money. But one of the other shades that I wanted to get, some of these are already sold out, but they look really beautiful. So the 2 shades that I got, this one is called Bronze Bijouz. I don't know how to say this word. And then the other one is called Cosmic Chartreuse. So this looks so pretty in person. And when I saw this one, I was like, wait a minute, this is like an old gold. That's how it appears in the bottle. And I actually really love the way that this looks because initially when I first saw this online, I really thought that this was gonna be like a really nice, bright, blinding gold, just knowing Auntie Pat, because she always comes for that super blinding, really bright gold, but this is really intriguing. So we're gonna go ahead and we are gonna swatch these, and let's talk about these eyeshadow palettes. You guys already know I picked up the eyeshadow palettes. Now I didn't pick up all 3. She released a total of 3. The one that I did not get, I think it's called Iconic Infatuation. I didn't get it because I already have a lot of pinky mauve tones from Auntie Pat, but I did pick up 2, and these are the 2 palettes that I picked up. I absolutely am in love with these palettes. So far, I haven't tried them out. All I did was swatch them for you guys, but just looking at them, the color scheme, I mean, this palette right here is all matte, and then this one is mattes with some shimmers in them, and I just love the way that they look, and I'm really happy that I got these 2. The other one I didn't get because I already have so many pinky tones from her, but each one of these palettes retails for $65. Now, if you get all 3, I think you can bundle them up for $170 something, but knowing Auntie Pat, anytime she does a release, you can always use her coupon code. You guys know I ain't paid full price for these. I definitely use a coupon, so don't worry, I ain't paid full price. And she also sent some little Valentine's Day goodies if you made a purchase. She sent this mini lipstick. It's called Guinevere, I think, but isn't it so cute in this little container? We're gonna swatch this. I freaking love Valentine's Day, and this whole collection has me so excited. And if you saw my last video where I was trying out some of the new Fenty Red Icon lipsticks, this was the lip liner that I used from Pat McGrath, but it actually came as a gift in this whole collection. So this mini lipstick and the lip liner, which is a smaller version of her full-size liner, which is fine because I never go through a full lip liner, but they all came as gifts in the collection, which is really nice. Okay, so you guys know I have to read the descriptions for her palettes because I feel like Auntie Pat just gives you this whole experience, and I love to partake in her experience. So this palette right here is Sublime Seduction. So it has some of these mattes and these gorgeous shimmers. So it says, surrender your heart to 6 wondrously wearable warm peach neutrals in matte and metallic finishes. Sublimely seductive encounters await in radiantly romantic warm hues and petal soft formulations. A luminous champagne shimmer, a soft neutral brown velvet matte, a pastel peach velvet matte, a golden bronze metallic, a copper bronze metallic, and a vermilion amber velvet matte direct from St. Valentine's vault. These creamy powder formulas marry tantalizing texture with captivating color, saturation that builds, blends, and boules into an alluring array of luminous looks. I can't with this description. All right, we gotta read the other one. So this one with the all mattes is called Velvet Liaison, and it's described as Fall truly, madly, and deeply in love with sublimely saturated color and velvety soft finish, Pat's one and only all matte eyeshadow palette unites 6 singularly sensational petal soft, cool, and warm nudes that flatter every skin tone. Sculpt, seduce, and slay, conjuring major matte mesmerization and tempting tonality. Or play the field, pairing Velvet Liaison with the versatile mattes and vibrant shimmers of the other motherships. Oh my goodness, Auntie Pat. Okay, so I'm excited. I think what I'm gonna go ahead and do today is I'm gonna actually combine and marry these two palettes together, and we're gonna see what look I can come up with. I already have my base done, and I did use basically almost all Pat McGrath products on. I am using her foundation and her concealer as well as her blush, but we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dive right into this eyeshadow palette. Okay, so we are all zoomed in, but before I get started, I have to choose a brush from my brush bucket. So if this is your first time here, instead of doing a whole brush video, I did say that I was gonna basically just choose like a brush each time I do a video because I have so many new brushes. So since we're focusing on eyes today, I kind of want to choose an eye brush. And last time I chose a Sonia Kashuk brush, so I'm thinking I'll choose one of my specialty brushes. So this looks like it's a Chukahodo brush. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with this brush. And it's the Chukahodo Blend brush, and I'll show you guys this up close. Oh, this brush feels really nice and soft, you guys. So this is the Chukahodo Blending brush. I do want to show you guys this up close though. Look at this, and the bristles on this, it is so incredibly soft. If you don't have like any Chukahodo brushes, man, what an experience for a brush. This is really beautiful. Before I even get started, I do need to swatch these like liquid eyeshadows because I didn't actually swatch them yet. So this first shade is called Bronze Bijouz. And let's take this out. Okay, so that's the applicator right there. It's almost like a doe foot applicator. And let me show you guys what this looks like up close. Oh, look at this, you guys. So this is Bronze Bijouz. This is so pretty, and I'm probably butchering this name, but it's almost between like a bronze and like a rose gold. I'm hoping that the camera's picking this up because it looks so pretty in person. All right, let me go ahead and swatch the other one. This is the one that really did surprise me. And when I first saw this, I was like, wait, this isn't like a super bright gold? Let me show you guys what this one looks like. Look at this, but you know what? Now that I'm looking at it, it almost does look like it probably could be a bright gold and not just like an old gold. Look at that, that is so pretty. Oh, I don't even know what shade I want to use. Oh my goodness, I'm like really torn because I want to use like every single shade. You guys, don't be surprised if you guys see me pulling out these palettes a lot because I love the natural mattes. I feel like there's so much to choose from, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with this shade right here. And it looks like that shade is called Enamored. So I'm gonna go ahead and start off with that shade. I think I just wanna lay this shade down in my crease. I'm hoping that it's not like super dark because sometimes with Auntie Pat's shades, when you, when you put them on, like they can look lighter in the pan, and then when you put them on your eyes, they start to just come up really just a little bit darker. I feel like the pigment is always there with Auntie Pat's shades. So just look at that already. That's a very pretty shade actually. I think that I'm gonna blend this shade out with another color. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm just lightly tapping this shade in my crease. And yeah, this brown is already getting darker than I anticipated. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend out this shade with another shade instead. But let me lightly blend this just a little bit here in my crease first. Okay, that's all the blending I want to do. So I'm going to go in with this other matte shade right here. This one is called Barely Veiled. So we're going to use Barely Veiled to just blend out the top of Enamored. And I just want this look to be very nice and diffused and beautifully blended. Man, Auntie Pat's shades always just pack a punch. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just going back into Enamored and just blending that again into my crease and focusing it also in my outer V area as well. I didn't take it all the way in just yet. There's so many shades I want to play with, and I'm just like, okay, I need to have a clear path of where I'm going, what I'm doing, but I just love how this brown looks. Like, look at how it's just nicely diffused. Doesn't that look really nice already? This brown, oh, I love how warm tone it is. It's such a beautiful brown. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend this shade out just to nicely diffuse it. You guys, I promise you, I'm like barely doing anything at all. And these shadows are blending in so easily. But this Chikuhodo brush is a really nice brush as well too. I don't remember the price of this brush, but maybe I'll look it up and see, but it is a Chikuhodo blend brush. I don't see a number on this brush, but it is really nice and soft. And it's blending very easily. But I'll tell you that Auntie Pat's shadows always blend so nicely. I feel like almost no matter what brush you use, it's hard to mess up these shadows because they blend so seamlessly. Oh, I love the way this is looking, you guys. Honestly, if I wasn't doing this video, I probably would have just had enamored like all over my lid and would have just blended it out, because I love the way this is looking. Like, I love it as it is already. But we're gonna keep going. So I'm gonna take the other palette and I'm gonna use, what shade do I wanna use? I'm gonna use this shade up here. This shade is called Sublime Seduction. So I'm gonna use Sublime Seduction. And what I wanna do is I really just wanna focus this shade more so in like the outer, well, the mid to outer V of my eye. And then I think I might go in with the brown after that. But I'm gonna just use the same blending brush. And I don't know why I'm not even picking up different brushes like I normally would. Wow, look at this pigment, you guys. I freaking love her eyeshadows. Like, they're so amazing. Look at this. This is so beautiful. And I only wanna focus a shadow just right here. And I think I am gonna take like a darker brown for my outer V. So this is really just in the middle part of my lid. I need to use another blending brush. I don't know why I'm only using one brush so far. This is so not like me. I'm used to using so many brushes, but I really do like this Chikuhodo brush. All right, so I'm gonna be using my Morphe M139 brush, and this is just a smaller blending brush. And what I really wanna do is I really just wanna blend in just the top part of this other shadow that I just laid down. Just wanna blend it in lightly into that dark brown. And I'm just gonna work in layers. So I'm gonna blend, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more, and then I'm gonna blend, and then add a little bit more too. I will literally just sit here and play with these shadows and blend and not even finish the video because I'm like too excited. So we gotta move on. Now I wanna put a dark brown shade in my outer V. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with this shade right here. And this shade is called Voluptuous Rose. No, sorry, it's not Voluptuous Rose. It's called Midnight Mink. So I'm gonna go ahead and use Midnight Mink on my outer V. And I'm gonna go back into using the Chikuhodo brush. And I'm really just gonna concentrate, and I'm only adding just a little bit because I know her shadows can pack a punch. I'm only gonna put it like right here, and I'm gonna carry this out just a little bit further, not too much. So next I'm gonna use my MAC 217 brush, and basically what I wanna do is I really just wanna make sure that where I lay down these two shades right here, I just wanna make sure they're like just blended out very nicely. So I'm gonna go in right here and just blend right here in this area. So what I wanna do next is I actually wanna use one of these like eyeshadow glitter toppers. I think that what I want to do is I want to use this one right here. This is Bronze Bijouz, and I cannot say this name. Since this doe foot applicator is pretty big, I don't want to go straight on my eyelid with this. I'm going to actually put this just basically just on a surface. That way I can pick it up with a brush, because I want to be able to make sure that my application is precise. So I'm going to take this brush right here, and I'm going to pick up the product, and I'm really going to just focus this like on my inner corner. And let's see what kind of color payoff we get with this. Ooh, that is pretty. You guys see this? Oh, this is pretty. And I'm interested to see like how fast this kind of dies down. I mean, not dies down, dries down, because I definitely don't want this to stay wet for too long, because you want it to be able to dry down. That way it doesn't like move everywhere, you know? So I'm trying not to look up too much, but I really just want to have this like really just in like my inner corner. I don't want to drag it all the way across my lid. Wow, this color is so pretty. Honestly, I feel like it's a mix between like a bronze and like a rose gold. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm just trying to perfect the shape a little bit more. Next, what I want to do is before this dries down, I actually want to take like a small blending brush and I kind of just want to blend out this area. I really don't want any harsh edges, and I want to actually see if this can be blended out just a little bit after this is laid down. And yeah, it actually is blending out. Oh my goodness, this shadow is, or this formula is amazing. This is really nice. I'm really liking this. Look at how it blended out nicely. All right, let me see if I can blend this out just a little bit more. So I'm actually happy that it doesn't dry down too fast, because if you want to be able to blend it out, you want to be able to get this effect without it drying down super quickly. Oh yeah, this is really nice, you guys. I love the blend that I'm getting right here, and I didn't really want any harsh edges. This is nice. Nice, look at this. Okay, so another thing that I really liked about this is as I was blending it out, it wasn't getting patchy. It was just blending very nicely. Because sometimes when you start to blend out formulas like this, sometimes they can start to like lift and get patchy as you're blending through. And I have no areas of patchiness. And actually, let me see if I can go ahead, like let's say I just wanted to build up this shadow even more and then go back in and blend. Let me see if I can do that, if that's even possible. I don't want to add too much more on, but I just want to see if it's possible. Like, you know, like let's say you wanted to add just a little bit on and blend some more. Does it then get patchy? Let's see. No, it doesn't. Nope, I have no areas of patchiness. Look at how this is just nicely like diffused and blended through. Wow, I have to be honest, I was not expecting this with this. And I really do like how the sparkle, it's not like big chunks of like glitter, if that makes sense. It's really nice and fine. And I feel like this is something where if you're in low light or if you have a lot of light shining on you, it will look really nice. All right, let's do the other eye next. Wow, this is so pretty. Like even if you didn't want to blend this out, you could just layer this on and see how much more like pigment and color payoff I'm getting. It's gorgeous. I might actually purchase more of these shades because I really love how versatile they are. And I feel like anytime you can get versatility out of a product, that is really key, because already you are paying for this. You want to be able to use this in multiple ways as you can. So I could just layer this on and, you know, create a look where it's just like this, or I can just blend it out and diffuse it like this, which I really like. I like both sides actually, but this is more of the look that I'm going for today. Wow. Okay. You guys see this? Like, I'm so in love with this look. Okay, let's continue and move on. So what I want to do is I do want to add some shadow to my lower lash line, but I think there's only 2 shades that I want to use in my lower lash line. And I'm gonna really use this shade right here, which is Barely Veiled. And I'm also gonna use this shade right here. And this shade right here is Sable Seduction. So I think I'm gonna use Barely Veiled first and then go on with Sable Seduction. And I'm just gonna use a small blending brush to do this. No, actually, I think I wanna use Sable Seduction first. Yes, I'm gonna use Sable Seduction and then I'm gonna go in with the other shade. And right now I'm just gonna use my Makeup by Mario pencil. And this is a dark brown one. And I'm just smudging this on my lower lash line. And I'm gonna go into one of these browns and then just set that on my lower lash line. So now I wanna use one of my Pat McGrath liners. And this is her, I don't even remember what it's called, but it's her black liquid eyeliner. And I'm just gonna use this to line my top lash line. And last is lips. So I feel like I have so many different options for my lips. I could either use a lip gloss or 2 lipsticks, but I wanted to show you guys the lipstick that Auntie Pat sent me. No, she didn't just send it to me. It just came in a package as a gift, okay? This is Guinevere. So I'm gonna swatch this. Wow, look at this. Isn't that shade beautiful? I feel like it's almost like in between like a magenta pink and like a brick red. I love this shade. I could also really go with like a really nice pinky nude, but it leans a little bit more pinkish. This second shade right here is called Christy. And I love this shade. I've had this shade for a while. Absolutely love it. And then the third shade that I could use, this is one of her lip glosses, and this is a shade called Lust. Well, sorry, it's her Lust gloss, but it's called Heavy Petal. So not heavy metal, but heavy petal. Look how pretty this is, you guys. These are such beautiful Valentine's Day shades. So let me show you what this looks like swatched. So that is a beautiful lip gloss. So I don't know what shade I should use, but I'm gonna go ahead and apply my lashes and choose one of these shades, and I'll be right back. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I literally had so much fun making this video. I would 100% recommend, honestly, everything that I have. Like, I absolutely love everything that I have. I ended up going with the shade, I think it's called Guinevere, and I absolutely love this shade. I initially thought it was in between like a magenta pink and like a brick red. That's kind of how it appears, but no, it's like more so just all red. It's like a beautiful brick red, and I absolutely love this red. It is stunning. And I always thought that I kind of wanted like a brighter red for Valentine's Day, but you guys, I think this is gonna be my makeup look for tomorrow on Valentine's Day. Like, I absolutely love it. I love how the whole look came together. And if I want to actually recommend anything for you to pick up, I would definitely say make sure you try to pick up one of these liquid eyeshadows. The formula is amazing. And I would also say definitely pick up one of the eyeshadow palettes. Look and see what you currently have in your collection versus what you don't have. But I absolutely love them. The formula is great. You can't go wrong. And one thing that I really love about Pat McGrath is that I feel like she's just so creative, and I feel like her creativity just rubs off on so many people. Like, when you get her products, like, you feel inspired to really create so many different looks and do things that you normally wouldn't do. So go ahead, try out her products, and then just be creative and have fun with it. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. But I hope you guys have a loving Valentine's Day, whether you guys are celebrating that with your significant other or your family member, whoever you're celebrating it with. And if not, make sure you are celebrating yourselves, because we should be loving ourselves. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.